Hello friends, Namaste to all gadgeted officers, IAS, IPS, doctors, surgeons. Welcome back to my channel. Before we dive into today's session, let me remind you of one powerful truth. Small step taken consistently lead to big achievements. Small step taken consistently lead to big achievements. Just like a river carves rocks with its persistence. Just like a river carves rocks with its persistence, your steady effort in learning English and science will shape your success in competitive exams. Today, we continue our subject verb agreement series, part 4, focusing on how proper nouns, common nouns, and abstract nouns follow subject verb agreement rules. This will help you build a strong grammar foundation for different exams like SSC, SBI, IBPS, ACIO, NDA, CDS, UPSC, BPSC, and many more. So, friends, remember knowledge is like an investment. The more you put in, the richer you become in confidence and clarity. Never stop learning, my dear aspirants, because every concept you master today becomes your strength in the exam hell tomorrow. Never stop learning, my dear aspirant, because every concept you master today becomes your strength in the exam hell tomorrow. In our next English video, we will discuss subject verb agreement for collective nouns. On the biology series, the upcoming video will cover gastrointestinal tract part 8, small and large intestine anatomy and function in digestion. Very useful for NEET, AIMS, UPSC, BPSC, and state PCS aspirants. I'm going to upload many biology series, science related series for UPSC, BPSC aspirants also within few days, and very soon I will be uploading weekly current affairs science and technology part 2 from 16 to 23rd August 2025. So till then, my dear aspirants, stay motivated, stay consistent, and keep learning, because your success story is waiting to be written by you. Your success story is waiting to be written by you. Let's get started. So we are going to learn about types of nouns. In that today we are going to learn common noun, proper noun, abstract noun, subject verb, rules, agreements. Types of nouns: common, proper, collective, abstract, concrete, countable, uncountable, compound noun. So, types of noun: common nouns, a noun which refers to a general person, place, thing, or idea. Common means book, example, book, city, dog, happiness, etc. Proper means refers to a specific person, specific place, or a thing, and is always written in capital. Proper noun: name of any person, name of any place, name of anything, and always written in capital. John, London, Eiffel Tower, etc. Collective noun, which refers to a collection, means it refers to a group of people, animals, or things, and it is considered as a single entity. Family, team, herd, etc. Abstract noun, a concept or idea that cannot be physically seen or touched. It means it is intangible. It cannot be physically seen or touched. Example: love, peace, justice, etc. Abstract noun. Concrete noun, a noun that refers to something that can be physically seen, touched, or measured. Example: tree, house, rock, etc. Countable noun, a noun that can be counted and has both a singular and plural form. Apple, chair, dog, singular, plural form. Both this noun are having. Uncountable noun, it does not have a plural form, a noun that cannot be counted. The most important point: uncountable noun does not have a plural form. Example: water, sugar, furniture, etc. Compound noun is formed it is made up of two or more words. Toothbrush, basketball, blackboard, etc. are compound noun. So we are going to learn about three types of nouns and their subject verb agreement rules. Personal nouns refers to a specific person. Image is given: Alice, teacher, girl, teacher, girls. Common noun denotes a specific item: dog, city, book. Proper noun: name of a particular person, place, or thing. Concrete noun represent a physical object, car, apple, chair, etc. Abstract means signifies it denotes about an idea or feeling which cannot be touched, which cannot be seen. Collective noun describe a group of things. Countable nouns that can be counted, uncountable nouns that cannot be counted. Possessive nouns shows ownership or possession. So common noun, we have seen the example. Proper noun, we have seen the example. Collective noun also seen. Abstract noun also. Love, peace, justice. Concrete noun, a noun that refers to a something that can be physically seen, touched or measured. Abstract noun, the noun that cannot be physically seen or touched. Concrete noun means it can be physically seen or touched. These are the difference between abstract noun and concrete noun. So we are going to learn about the common noun, proper noun, abstract noun, and concrete noun, and their subject verb rules. Countable noun which can be counted, and uncountable noun which cannot be counted. The point should be noted. Uncountable noun does not have a plural form. Compound noun made up of two or more words. So these are the revision. We have done revision in this slide. So we are going to learn about proper noun. Proper noun means is which refers to a specific names we use to talk about a specific people, place, things, or any organization. So they always start with a capital letter. Name of people, name of places, name of organization. So everything proper noun always must start with a capital letter. So names of people given, names of places given, names of organization given. United States, Harvard University, Apple these are the names of organization. Name of places given and name of people given. Names of people given. So proper noun always start with a capital letter. So proper noun definition is we have learned, and that example is given. Emily is going to the store to buy grocery. In this case, Emily is a proper noun. The Eiffel Tower in Paris is a famous landmark. So Eiffel Tower is a specific place. So it is a proper noun. Apple Inc. announced the release of its new iPhone. So it is a specific organization. Dr. Johnson is a renowned cardiologist at the local hospital. So Dr. Johnson is a proper noun, refers to a specific doctor. London is known for its rich history and vibrant culture. So London is a specific place. So it is a proper noun. So proper noun always start with a capital letter. So these are the few list of proper noun is given in the slides. Few examples are given in the slide. Categories of proper nouns: people, places, organization, historical events and holidays also. So historical events and holidays such as World War II, Thanksgiving, Independence Day. So these are also proper nouns, and this refers to a specific occasion, distinct occasion, each holding each holding cultural or historical importance. So historical events and holidays are also categorized as proper nouns. Work of art, literature, and media also refers to proper nouns. Title of books, artworks, media like Mona Lisa, Star Wars, Harry Potter. So these are all stand out as a unique creation, recognizable worldwide. So these are works of art, literature, and media also considered as proper noun. So categories of proper nouns are people, places, organization, historical events and holidays, then works of art, literature, and media. So these are categories of proper nouns. Misuses of proper nouns. These are few tips we have to take care while using proper nouns in our sentences. Incorrect capitalization. Always capitalize proper nouns even if they appear in the mid of sentence. If we are using a proper noun in mid of the sentence, that time also we have to first letter of that word should be capitalized. She visited Paris last summer. Paris is proper noun and it should be always start with capital word. P capital. It must be capital. Error should in the next sentence. She visited Paris last summer. So Paris is written in small letters. So it is a wrong sentence. Now next misuses of proper nouns. Is a confusing common and proper nouns. No need to confuse with common noun and proper nouns. Remember, general terms remain common nouns while unique names are proper nouns. Points should be noted. General terms always common nouns while unique names are proper nouns. He works at Google. So Google start with capital letter G. He works at a Google. It is a wrong. We cannot use it as a common nouns. So he works at a Google. It is also written in a small letter Google, which is a proper noun. So second sentence is wrong. Subject verb agreement for proper noun. Rule 1 is a proper noun takes singular verb. Name of a person, place of things. Reena teaches English. Delhi is the capital of India. Amazon sells products worldwide. So proper noun takes singular verb. If two proper nouns are joined by and takes a plural, that time it takes a plural verb. If two proper nouns are joined by and, that time it takes a plural verb. Ram and Syam are good friends. Taj Mahal and Qutub Minar attract many tourists. So in these two sentences are plural verb, attract plural verb. Because two proper nouns are joined by and. Ram and Syam, two proper noun. Taj Mahal and Qutub Minar joined by and. So these two sentences, if two proper nouns are joined by and, it takes a plural verb. Third rule, if the two proper nouns refers to the same thing or same person, it always uses singular verb. My friend and guide is Dr. Kalam. So we are indicating, we are referring to a single person with two designation. He is my friend also and he is my guide also. So in this case, singular verb is used because two proper nouns, my friend and guides, refers to the same person or thing. So it always takes singular verb. The poet and philosopher was Tagore. So Tagore, same person, he is the poet and he is also philosopher. So we have to use singular verb. Next rule is if proper nouns are repeated with and but used separately, use plural verb. Example sentence. The Shakespeare and the Kalidas of a literature are remembered forever. The Shakespeare and the Kalidas of literatures are remembered forever. So it takes plural verbs. So these proper nouns are repeated with and but used separately. Shakespeare and Kalidas of literature. We know the Kalidas of literature, Shakespeare. So these two proper nouns are repeated with and but used separately. We have to use plural verb. The India of today and the India of 1947 are very different. So we have used two proper nouns, the India of today and the India of 1947. So we have to use plural verb. So it is very important point. Rule number 4, kindly note down. Rule number 5, proper nouns used as title of books, movie, organization, etc. are singular. Take singular verb. Proper noun used as title of any books, title of movies, any organization, you always take singular verbs. Take singular verbs because these are proper nouns are singular. The Ramayana is an epic. The Times of India publishes daily news. Jurassic Park is a famous movie. So Ramayana, title of books, Times of India, one newspaper, Jurassic Parks, one park. So these are also refers to a singular and it always takes singular verbs. Is and then publishes singular verb. Times of India publishes. Jurassic Park is a famous movie. So in this case also is singular verb. So proper noun used as title of books, any movies, organization, etc. are singular. Take singular verb. So at this point also very important. Kindly note down, my dear aspirants. Next is collective nouns, collective proper nouns, countries, teams, companies are singular. It takes singular verbs. Collective proper nouns, countries, teams, companies are singular. Take singular verbs. India wins the match. Microsoft develops new software. The United Nations works for global peace. So in this case, all these collective proper nouns, all these collective proper nouns take singular verb. India wins the match. Microsoft develops new software. The United Nations works for global peace. Global peace. So collective proper nouns like countries, any teams, any companies, always take, these are considered as a singular and take singular verb. Rule 7, when proper nouns are plural in form but refer to one entity, take singular verb. It is also important point when proper nouns are plural in form, but it refers to one entity, one whole in one single entity, it takes singular verb. The United States is a powerful nation. Next example is the Netherlands is famous for tulips. So United States means refers to one state. So it takes singular verb. Netherlands, the people of Netherlands. So it refers to one entity, Netherlands. So it takes singular verb. So proper noun singular, singular verb, proper noun plus proper noun with and takes plural verb. The point should be noted. Same person with two designations, singular verb. Titles or organization take singular verb. Plural form, proper nouns like United States, Netherlands, etc. take singular verbs. So example of proper nouns with subject verb agreements. Reena teaches English every day. Reena teach English every day. It becomes wrong. Delhi is the capital of India. Correct. Delhi are the capital of India. Wrong. Ram and Syam are good friends. Correct. They are two proper nouns. So we have to use plural verb. My friend and guide is Dr. Kalam. So in this case, one person, two roles. So singular verb. Next example sentence is the poet and philosopher was Tagore. So in this case also one person, two roles, poet and philosopher. So singular verb is used. Next example is the India of today and the India of 1947 are different. So it is indicating about India of today and India of 1947. So we have to use plural verb. So Ramayana is an epic. So in this, when we are discussing about any book's title, we have to use singular verb because it considered as a singular proper noun. Microsoft develops software, singular proper nouns, Microsoft. So it takes singular verb, develops. United States is a powerful nation. So it is also considered as a single entity, United States. So it also takes a singular verb. The Netherlands is famous for tulips. So in this case also it is considered as a single entity, the Netherlands. So it always takes singular verbs. So rule of proper noun is singular. We have learned proper noun is singular, take singular verb. Two proper noun joined by and plural verbs. Two titles or designation for the same person, singular verb. Same pronoun, proper noun used in different senses. Plural verb. Title of books, title of movies, newspaper takes singular verb. Organization, companies, teams, singular verb. Proper nouns in plural form but referring to one country, one entity takes singular verb. So these are the revision. Now we are going to learn about common noun. A noun that refers to a general, non-specific person, place, thing or idea. So common nouns are the ordinary words we use in everyday language. Examples are given. It's common dog, cat, tree, flowers, river, mountain, ocean, phone, computer. So these are the common nouns. So common noun refers to a general, non-specific person, non-specific place, thing or idea. So common nouns are the words we use in everyday language like dog, city, book, car, teacher. So these are common nouns which are non-specific. Non-specific for any person, any place or thing. Common noun. Dog, cat, table, chair, book, tree, flower, river, mountain. Example sentence is given. I saw a dog chasing its tail in the park. So in this case, dog is a common noun. New York City is known as a city which that never sleeps. So New York City is a proper noun and is known as a city common noun that never sleeps. Next example sentence is book. She borrowed a book from the library and started reading it. So in this case, book is a common noun. My next example sentence is my neighbor just bought a new car with a powerful engine. So in this case, car is a common noun. The teacher explained the math problem step by step. So teacher is a common noun. So common noun which refers to non-specific for any person, for any place or things. Child, pet, house, game, ball, coffee, music, movie. So it refers to non-specific person, place or thing. So, rules of subject verb agreement, rules for common nouns, common noun, singular takes singular verbs. The boy runs fast. A teacher explains the lesson clearly. Rule 2, plural common noun takes plural verb. A plural common noun takes a plural verb. The boy play cricket every evening. Teachers guide students sincerely. So, play and guide both are plural verb. Rule 3, common nouns with a pair of or a set of take singular verbs. When a common noun comes after a pair of, a set of, or a bunch of, the verb agrees with the first noun. Very important point, rule number 3. When a common noun comes after words like a pair of, a set of, a bunch of, the verb always agrees with the first noun. Means rule of proximity. Pair, set, bunch, take singular verb mostly. A pair of shoes is on the table. A set of books has been issued. A pair of shoes is on the table. A set of books has been issued. Collective nouns takes singular verbs usually. When a common noun refers to a group as a whole, uses singular verbs. The team is ready for the match. The class was silent. So it is team means one team. Class means one class. So it takes singular verb is was. If the emphasis is on individual members, use a plural verbs. The team are wearing their new uniforms. So it means member of teams. All members of teams are wearing their new uniform. So it is emphasizing on individual members. In this case, we will use a plural verb. Very important point. Now, next rule is common nouns joined by and plural. Uses, it takes plural verb. When two or more common nouns are joined by and, they take a plural verb. A pen and a notebook are on the desk. A doctor and a nurse work in the hospital. So in those cases, uh, common noun a pen and a notebook, doctor and a nurse, common noun joined by and, it takes a plural verb. Rule 6, common nouns joined by or nor, verbs agree with the nearest noun. Either a teacher or the students are responsible. So we have to use plural verb because it agrees with the nearest noun. Rule of proximity. Students plural, so it takes plural verb. Either the students or the teacher is responsible. Teacher is singular subject, nearest subject, so we have to use singular verb. So it is very important point. Rule number 6, kindly note down. Rule number 7, common nouns with each or every always takes singular verb. It always takes a singular verb. Each boy was rewarded. Every student has a notebook. So common nouns with each or every takes a singular verb. Each boy was rewarded. Every student has a notebook. So was and has singular verb. Uncountable common nouns, singular verb. Uncountable nouns like advice, information, furniture, luggage, it always takes a singular verb. Uncountable common nouns like advice, information, furniture, luggage, etc. take a singular verb. The information is correct. The furniture was new. Rule number 9, plural common nouns with a singular meaning use, it takes a singular verbs. Plural common noun with singular meaning takes a singular verbs. Example sentence, mathematics is a tough subject. So we have to use singular verbs. So some nouns appear plurals, mathematics news, but are treated as a singular when they represent one subject. Rule 10, titles of books, movies, common nouns, it takes a singular verbs. The Chronicles of Narayana is a famous book series. Gulliver's Travels is interesting. So when we are using the title of any book or movie, it takes a singular verbs. It takes a singular verbs. In this case, a set of books, a pair of shoes is on the table, singular verb. A set of books have been issued. Now, practice question subject verb agreement is given. Kindly pause the video and try to practice. Answer key is given. The boy is playing in the garden. The boy is singular, so it takes singular verb. The teachers are very helpful, so teachers, plural, so it takes plural verbs. A set of book is missing from the library, so set of books is a subject singular. One set of books, so it takes singular verb. The class is making too much noise today, so class as a single class, so it is singular verb is used. A pen and a notebook, two common nouns, so it will take a plural verb. A pen and a notebook, so it takes a plural verb. Are either the student or the teacher, so either or case it uses is responsible for the mistake, because the near subject teacher is singular, so it take singular verb. If the near subject in another sentence teachers, so it will take plural verb. So it follows the rule of proximity. Each student was given a prize. Each student, singular subject, so singular verb. The furniture in this room is very old, so furniture is uncountable noun, so it takes singular verb. Mathematics is an interesting subject, so mathematics, though it is looking plural, but it is considered as a single subject, so it takes a singular verb. The Chronicles of Narayana is a popular fantasy series, so in this case it is refers to a title of any books or movies, it takes always singular verb. So again, some advanced practice question is given. Try, pause the video, try to solve. Answer is given. The team is going to celebrate their victory. Team as a single unit, singular verb is either the manager or the workers. So near subject is plural, so we have to use plural verbs. So workers, plural subject. So in this case we have to use plural verb. Every boy and every girl is excited for the trip. So every boy and every girl, it takes singular verb. Is every or each always takes singular verbs. The police are investigating the case. So police in this case is plural common noun and it takes plural verb are. Plural common noun. Police is a plural common noun. The committee are divided into the committee are divided in its opinion. So it is the when focus in on individual within the groups. Committee means many members in that committee. So it's use plural verb. Same the police means the many member of police. So it always take plural verbs. Same committee always use plural verbs. Bread and butter he is his favorite breakfast. In this case, bread and butter is considered as one dish. So we have to use singular verb. None of the information is correct. So none of the information uncountable. So it always takes singular verb. 10 kilometers is a long distance to walk daily. So measurement or amount taken as a whole, singular verb. As a separate entity, then that time you will use plural verb, which we have learned in the previous video, subject verb agreement, part 3rd. Cattle are grazing in the field. So cattle, plural common noun. So it uses plural verb are. The cattle, plural common noun. A number of students are absent today. In this case, a number of many means a number of students, a number of many means many student. A number of means many student. Many, so it takes a plural verb. But note, if we will use the sentence the number of students, in this case, it is considered as a singular subject. So we have to use singular verb. Very important point. When if we are using a number of students, it is considered as plural subject, means many students. A number of students, many students. The number of students means singular student, singular subject. So it is a very important point. So kindly note down a number and the number. A number, plural subject, plural verb. The number, singular subject, takes singular verb. Abstract noun. Now we are going to learn about the abstract noun and subject verb agreement for abstract noun. So abstract noun refers to a concept, any quality or any state that cannot be perceived through, which cannot be achieved through or sensed through our five sensory organs. Unlike concrete nouns which denote physical object, abstract nouns represent intangible ideas, emotion or characteristic. Means abstract noun means we are not able to touch it, we are not able to see it. So it is intangible ideas, emotion or characteristic. Concrete nouns denote physical object. We are able to see it and touch it. Rules for identifying abstract nouns: intangibility, that cannot be seen, heard, smelled, tasted, or touched through our five sensory organs. Conceptual natures: abstract noun represent ideas, emotion, qualities, or a state rather than specific objects. Abstract nouns are typically uncountable and do not have a plural form, so they are treated as singular in sentences. Very important point. Abstract nouns are typically, usually uncountable and do not have a plural form, so they are treated as singular in sentences. Examples of abstract nouns: wisdom, courage, honesty, love, patience, joy, beauty, freedom, justice, creativity. So abstract nouns serve as the linguistic vehicles, language vehicles through which we express our intangible feelings, emotion, ideas. So they always use to convey emotion, describe many qualities, articulates our concepts and ideas. So uses of abstract nouns, words like love, happiness, anger, fear, sadness represent intangible emotional feelings that shape our experience. Example: his generosity and kindness touch the hearts of many. So in this case, generosity and kindness both are abstract nouns. It uses of abstract noun in indicating qualities and attributes also that cannot be physically observed. The qualities are bravery, honesty, intelligence, beauty, and patience. We cannot touch it. We cannot physically observe it. So the team admired her determination and perseverance. Determination and perseverance both are abstract nouns. We cannot physically observed it or touch it. Abstract noun used in delivering concepts and ideas to convey abstract concept or ideas. They include notions such as freedom, justice, democracy, peace, and creativity. Education is the key to unlocking a brighter future. So education is abstract noun, indicating abstract concept or indicating abstract ideas, which we cannot physically observe and touch it. It also used in indicating states and conditions that are not intangible. They encompass words like happiness, success, freedom, friendship, and knowledge. The pursuit of truth is an inherent human desire. So truth in this case is an abstract noun. It also used in processes and action that cannot be observed directly. Processes and actions, many processes and many actions that cannot be observed directly. Example, they refer to activities such as communication, leadership, cooperation, discovery. So these are indicating different processes and action. These are abstract nouns. Collaboration is crucial for achieving collective goals. So collaboration is abstract noun. So subject verb agreement for abstract noun. Abstract nouns like honesty, happiness, courage, knowledge are usually singular and take a singular verb. But sometimes when they are used in a plural sense, they take a plural verb. Very important point, when abstract noun used in a plural sense, it takes a plural verb. Few examples are given. Singular abstract nouns, it takes a singular verb. Honesty wins the truth of people. Courage is necessary to face challenges. Wisdom guides us in difficult times. Patience helps in achieving success. Happiness comes from simple things. So these are singular abstract nouns. Honesty, courage, wisdom, patience, happiness. So take singular verb. Wins, is, guides, helps, comes. Plural abstract noun takes plural verb. Memories make life beautiful. Memories, plural abstract noun. Experiences teach us valuable lessons. Experiences is plural abstract noun. So it takes a plural verb. Feelings vary from person to person. Feelings, plural abstract noun. So it takes a plural verb, vary. Ideas spread quickly in the digital age. Ideas, plural abstract noun. So it takes a plural verb, spread. Beliefs shape our character. So beliefs, plural abstract noun, takes plural verb. So what are the points should be noted? Singular abstract noun takes a singular verb, plural abstract noun. When they are used in a plural sense, they take a plural verb. So abstract nouns like other uncountable nouns generally takes a singular verb. It generally takes a singular verb. This is because abstract nouns represent concept ideas that cannot be counted, that cannot be touched. So therefore, even if the abstract noun appears plural in form, the verb should be singular in some cases. Honesty is the best policy. Honesty is an abstract noun and take the singular verb is. Love makes people do crazy things. So love is another abstract noun. It takes a singular verb, makes. The beauty of the flower is captivating, very attracting. So the beauty of the flower is captivating. So beauty is an abstract noun, singular verb is used. Key points to remember: uncountable nouns. When abstract nouns are often considered uncountable nouns, meaning they cannot be quantified, they cannot be counted, they cannot be quantified with numbers. We are not able to count it. Abstract nouns are cannot be counted. One, honesty; two, loves. We cannot use like these in our sentences. So because they are treated as singular, these noun requires a singular verbs. Is, was, has, makes, etc. So while the general rule is to use singular verbs with the abstract noun, there may be few exceptions in a specific context, or when the noun is used in a countable way, then we will use plural verb. Just as we have to use several loves were expressed. So in this case, several loves, plural abstract noun. So we have to use plural verbs where. So several loves were expressed. However, this is less common. Several loves were expressed. It is less common. Now, abstract noun with wrong verbs, we have to take care. These are the points whenever we are using subject verb agreements. So honesty is the best policy, is correct one. Abstract noun usually singular needs a singular verb. Collective noun confusion also there. We will learn in the next video collective noun rules of subject verb agreements. So like this, all the part of a speech I will teach with the help of subject verb agreements. The team is winning the match. So it is a correct one. It is indicating about a single team. The team are celebrating their victory. In this case, focusing on all the members of the team. So depends on whether we treat the group as a single unit or as an individual members, we have to use singular verb or plural verbs. About quantity and measurement words, 5 kilometers are a long distance, wrong. Quantity measurements considered as a singular subject, and it takes a singular verbs, which I explained in the subject verb agreement part 3rd video. I have explained these rules already. I have already explained. Mathematics is difficult, correct. Some subject, physics, economics, new politics, take singular verbs. Either, neither, each, every takes singular verbs. Each of the boys is intelligent. Plural meaning with singular looking subject also. So the police are coming. So police, people, cattle look singular but are plural. Important points: the police, people, cattle, they look singular but are plural. But are plural, so it takes plural verbs. Police, people, cattle. This I will explain in the next video again. So here a few practice question. Just you pause the video and try to practice it. Try to practice it. So fill in the blanks is given. Part B multiple choice question is given. Error spotting is given. Honesty is always rewarded. The committee has decided. So you have to check. Water is essential for survivor. His experiences teach him valuable lesson. The team is wearing their new jersey. So in this case, no error. So kindly s- try to practice all the question which I have given you. Pause the video. Try to practice it. Next is fill in the blanks and MCQ is given.